You can keep a copy.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Ta. How are you? You look very good.
Thank you. No, I'm doing well. How are you?
You look cold.
Oh, well, it's winter in Australia, so it's not that cold, but it's cold in this room because it doesn't get any daylight. So I'm all rugged up.
Look, it's very hot here, 31 degrees Celsius.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, that's lovely. It's not too hot. I don't mind, but very humid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always humid here. Mm.
Yeah, beautiful.
Mm.
Amazing. How can I help you, my love? What's happening with you and what do you need some support and guidance on? Now, we can use tarot if you want, or we can do your divine channeling, whichever you prefer.
What is the different design channeling?
So channeling is just what I do anyway. Even when if I use cards, I'm always receiving psychic messages for you or divine intuitive intelligence. So I'm connecting in with your energy and I'm connecting in with like your highest timelines and all of your spirit team. And cards are just often a picture book of what messages are coming through. Some people like cards because it's like, oh, I get to see some pictures. Either way, this just adds an extra layer for you if you wish.
Oh, love and everything you do.
Okay.
Last time, all that you did, especially I think the first time I saw you, it was so amazing with the card.
Yes.
And I think you also channel through, so
Yeah.
both of them.
Okay, beautiful. Perfect. We'll do that.
Whichever way that you feel right.
Thank you.
Um, so I think a quick update. My grandma died in September. I think during that time it was we were gonna have a session, but we postponed it. So it was she passed away in the most beautiful way. I could see her next to me. I was very
Mhm.
sad. She said, "Finally, I get to go to heaven. Like I can see the light next to me." And she had the most beautiful funeral that I believe she likes. And then my father, my father was meant to pass away last year in August, according to my one of my great teachers.
Yeah.
He calculated in August as well, and at that time things weren't. But I pray and my family pray, and apparently our prayer works, and he's still alive.
Maybe
So
this August.
I don't know. But he's like a warrior. And yesterday was my birthday, and he
Ah,
said to me, he he's basically bedridden, and he cannot drink. He has pneumonia every month. He cannot walk. He cannot talk. He can say this half a sentence sometimes, or sometimes cannot. Yesterday he said happy. He wanted to say happy birthday, so he just said happy. So I know, and I started crying. So my life, I've been since last year, every 3 4 months, oh no, 3 4 weeks, I fly back to support my parents. So things was like, oh, but they are getting better and better. My mom came out from depression, and my father, um, so every month almost, I flew back and support them in the house, the nursing home, everything, and have a good time too. Family reunion, and my father, uh, he doesn't. He may have, but he should have pain and should have suffering, but he seems to have peace and grace with him. He seems to have no suffering and no pain. But if he does, very little, or he doesn't want to show us. So that's my father. And since February, so late last year, life has been, well, I feel very blessed almost every day. Um, Even though lots of challenges, but it was good. But still, um, um, I paused my career, but I started teaching again, a little bit of meditation. Um, and I also really much enjoy my life. So sometimes I feel, should I go back to teach again? But my life, I enjoy reading and learning and growing and going out with other parents and spending time with my family. if I start teaching again, doing the work that I used to do, then I won't be able to enjoy this life and be able to fly back and see my parents. So I think there's a bit of a conflict. But besides that, things are getting better. My health is getting better. It has its own challenges, but yeah. So I thought, oh, life was so busy, and I remember you, and then I saw your Facebook. I said, oh, I missed it, and then I remember, oh yeah, that was a session that we I wanted to do a long time ago, but I forgot about it. So I reached out to you. I thought maybe it's in the new year, would love some guidance for my mission and my my work and my life. What
Mm,
should I be doing? I'm enjoying life, but at the same time, it's like, think, should I be doing more to use
mm,
my gift, you know? But I'm not sure. I'm just surrendering, because I feel that my parents is number one. I want to help them first, and then also my health first, and enlightenment, awakening for myself, and then I can help other people like that.
mm.
Yeah. So I thought that would be really nice to have some clarity for upcoming year. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And this is a very pivotal and powerful time for you. And happy birthday for yesterday. So
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you, Ada.
Gorgeous, amazing. Honoring you and your solar return and what your mission here on earth. This is such a powerful time for you to step into. And we feel the hesitation of you enjoying life, wanting to be there to support family. But you also feel like you're on the precipice of desiring more, like your soul's calling you forward to step into your power, but there's this hesitancy in that I'm enjoying life, but I also want the freedom and flexibility to be able to support my family. And it feels that you've certainly, since I've connected with you last, you've put in yourself a little bit more first and foremost. You feel a lot more grounded than when I last connected with you. There was some concerns about your husband and like his business partner at the time. So that's just that's what they're reminding me. So that feels a little bit more grounded for you. So this next chapter for you, because this is your spring, if your birthday is here, now it's your springtime, regardless of what energies are happening or seasons are happening on the world for you in where you're living. This is your spring. So this year, I feel like it's this becoming, an opening of you really wanting to step more into your power. So this beautiful oneness journey that you have been on for so long has been this has been this constancy, which is beautiful because it's been that support and you've been able to teach it, but there's this something calling you forth more. And I feel that this year will be you finding that beautiful balance, whatever balance means for you, in stepping more into the teaching, into the sharing, into the awakening, into the support, and into supporting humanity, which is definitely what we're needing, certainly over the next few years coming in. And then this is the beautiful essence of when we get to step into that power as the divine goddess, as the sacred feminine, we no longer have to be one or the other. Used to be career or family or me, or like now we can go, no, actually, when we create from that sacred feminine, from that divine feminine space, we still have flexibility, freedom, family, fun, support. So you're being invited now to step more into, yes, I am wanting to share more circles with people, share more teachings with people, step back more into that. And I've seen that you've had a couple of events lately, and it's balancing that. Maybe only run one or two a month, or maybe start to invite some personal mentoring clients in where you get to work with them one-on-one, which is a much more high touch container, still able to do that freely wherever you are, and then still have the freedom to visit family when you need to, be able to still support your, your children, your family, your son and your husband, and being able to like run those circles. So now there's this balance of your soul's calling you forward more, wanting you to explore more of stepping into that teacher role on a greater capacity, but now doing it in that divine space of sacred feminine. I can have it all. I will have it all. I do deserve all, because that is just perfect. And that's exactly the divine plan for things. You don't have to sacrifice one thing for another. It's doing this more in a balanced sort of way rather than in the masculine way of only can do one, or I can't have that or that.
Mm. Mm.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
does. Yes.
Yeah.
It is what's happening right now. I'm having one-on-one coaching client.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and also this meditation with a yoga center. And yeah. And I'm invited to teach again in July, August, two session. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you just get to pick and choose your availability when it serves you rather than, oh, I'll do whatever you need. It's like, okay, thank you for inviting me to teach, but these are the days that I'm available. And this is what resonates for me. So stepping into more of what lights you up and what you want to teach from, no longer in that strict form or energy. It's like, I'm really wanting to utilize what lights you up. This is you creating your own coaching moving forward, stepping, because you've got the NLP and you've got the oneness and you've got all of this capacity. And then coaching that one-on-one, or even in those meditations, or when you're being invited in to teach other things, it's like, this is what lights me up. This is what I want to teach on. This is the clarity that I'm stepping into. Yeah. Because that in itself, the more that we do that, then it's opening up to pathways of more abundance. It's opening up to greater levels of, because that's your soul calling you. And whatever your soul calls you to do will always allow that inflow of abundance, as long as there's no blocks in the way of like, oh, I can't be spiritual and make money. Well, yes, you can. Like, there's plenty of incredible spiritual teachers on the planet who absolutely do.
Yes.
Mimicking them. And with your one-on-one clients, if you're feeling it's like, okay, maybe I want to open this container up to maybe just a small group. So then have 5 people in the group and teaching them as a group class over 6 to 8 weeks. As if you want to generate more coaching, more support, more humanitarian support, and more money, of course. I still love both. I love doing the small group containers and I love doing one-on-one, because that's just, but they pay more for that beautiful essence and energy. And there's a beginning and an end. There's an alpha and omega. There's I'm taking you from here to here. This is the container. And then if you want the next step, then there's the next step. And then and for the group, it's exactly the same. And if they want personal touch and coaching, then they can pay for the extra. That gives them that one-on-one connection. So this is you starting to develop and grow your niche, your deliverable, your like what you're here to teach on the planet.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
One of the things that stopped me from, I think, I'm not quite sure, that stopped me from teaching was, I'm not sure if it is right or wrong, is guilt. Long time ago, I think last year, early last year, in oneness, something happened. In oneness has two, what do you call it? Excuse me. Oneness have two, the three Amma Bhagwan, the father and mother, and then the son, Krishnaji and Puraji, son and daughter-in-law. They have 2 branches.
Right.
So Amma Bhagwan is Golden Age movement. They're more ritualistic. These are my Amma Bhagwan. I don't know if you can see it. My altar.
All I can see is the your background.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get rid of my background.
Yeah, just click on background on the bottom. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, okay, yes.
So this is Sri Amma Bhagwan, the compassion, like Sri Kalki Amma Bhagwan. And they have been in my life for a long time and guiding me. And they started the Oneness movement, Oneness University, and that's how I became a trainer. And then their son, because they're getting older, they are like Avatar. Their son came in, their daughter-in-law, they set up another branch, not branch, like there is more, yeah, for lack of better words, branch. It's called ACOM. It's more mainstream instead of ritualistic, and a lot more people can they accept that instead of the Hindu ritualistic style. Some people might feel that it's like a cult. But anyhow, they're amazing. Look, create lots of grace and miracles for people. I learned so much from them. I think when I was when my son was young, when I gave birth, I kind of stopped because I need to look after my kids. And so there was a split. So there's a Golden Age movement, and then there was on this universe, ACOM, two. And during the split, I wasn't really there. I was busy with young children. And so I was a bit confused. And my heart also gets splitted. Oh, why is it split? And I couldn't accept the changes. It feels like, why? So I took Amapagwan's side, and then the Ekam Krishnaji, Pritaji, I I I had resentment towards them in the beginning. It's like, why did you take my perfect oneness university away? Like I want that same space, same energy, but the energy changed because they took over the whole temple. He built it anyway for his father, but for me as a why? And then and I continue teaching. Um, and then because of this Golden Age movement and I learned from both sides. But to one stage where my ego was quite big, and my spiritual ego, see, actually, what Krishnaji Pradaji can do is what their students experience. It's the same as my students experience. So my ego become really big that I think I I was having a lot of judgment. I went to their course and saying, hey, this is what I did. This. But the truth is, they are also my teacher, and I cannot do what they do. They are in a global, is my innocent, what do you call? uh, lack of wisdom. What is it? Naive mind. I could see it. I can see it now because back then I was like, they are just having a lot of marketing people and blah 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 blah. So my mind was, "Ugh." And so I was stuck. And my ego was so big that I even thought that I'm God. I was God. But some other God. It was very so I went inside and meditated because oh my God, all this spirit, all this ego. So I thought, oh, how do I get out? So I could see it. Then I kind of liberated from it. Then after that, I got stuck because one of my girlfriends, Lily Ho, she's also a wellness trainer. Because for a while, I was teaching oneness, but I didn't have the calling. One is for selfish reason. It's like I used to have an organizer. I used to say, let's bring them to India to Oneness University. But because of the commission was really small, my organizer says it's a conflict of interest. I told my teacher in India, he understand. So kind of leave it. So I was teaching with him. He was the one with the database and everything. So like that. But after that we split and I have other organizers, same thing. And then when we no longer have organizer, I could bring them to India to Amapapan and Krishnaji Pritaji, but I don't have the calling to Krishnaji and Pritaji because I feel that it is very commercial. One. Number two, I feel that although they are helping humanity, they're helping people. Number two, I feel that Amma Bhagwan, although I love them, and I feel bad saying that, at that time I felt people can judge me because they can think that they may think it's a cult, you know. So I kind of stuck. Then because I feel my friend told me, like if you teach oneness, you should tell people about them, you know. Otherwise it's bad karma. Holy moly, shit. So now I'm stuck. So okay, like logically, I think, yeah, I can tell people, but I don't have to bring people to India. I can, because I also don't have the energy to bring people with my physical health issue in my family that I can share with people. Oh, this came from Oneness University, from Sri Amapakwan, da da da. And if you're interested, you can go there, like that. But because of my guilt, I think, shit, okay, I don't want to create negative karma. And so I was stuck. That was one bad. But now I would do a lot of work within myself, and then I thought, okay, I will begin to teach when divine want me to teach, and I open myself up to be used to help the community, to help, and I want to help humanity, and I would like to do it on the right path, and um and um and um and I will, before I didn't want to share because I didn't want to say, I didn't want people to go into Golden Age movement or Krishna Jipudaji movement. But now I feel like I should. Who am I to stop people? If this is their path, they go, and I would just be a guide to help them. So I was stuck there for a while. Plus a lot of my family, I have to look after them. So now I kind of feel that my mom is better, my father. I do every 3-4 weeks, I'll fly back again whenever they need me. So now I want to move forward. And I got an invitation to do an 11-day training on a short training to become a sevaks, a volunteer for Sri Amabhagwan. So I was like, oh yeah. And this is the reason they're here. The Great Compassion Light. I don't know if you know them. Is where all the ascended master and a lot of divine come out from the great light. I experienced the Great Compassion Light before, and I don't know. It feels like, I don't know if it's my mind. It feels like there's a calling, and to ask me to help them, to help the humanity, and so I was like, "Yes, finally, I can do some work to help." But I'm not 100% sure if I can do it because don't know if I'll go back to the old patterns, like, oh, people might judge me as a cult, or my family. So I love if you could give me some clarity with the tarot card or with the channeling to see my future. What's the divine calling? What should I do?
Mm.
Honestly, also financially, my mom, my husband and I, we are in a good place financially. I don't need this to do this for money, but I would like to because I like to make money for it's a self-respecting.
Mhm.
So, but yeah,
Mm.
so like this, I put it out there for the divine guidance.
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Amazing. So when you were speaking before, I've got two cards that came out and one on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, upside down. And on the bottom, you'll be interested, is the Devil, right?
Interesting.
He's here because this is you feeling stuck, feeling guilty, feeling held back, feeling unsupported, feeling afraid, feeling judgment, feeling what will people think? And this is you feeling guilty, feeling that there are shackles here, not being able to pick between, literally not being able to pick between which university, right? Which one do I want to go with? And the moment you speak about the one with the parents, with the teachings and the ceremony, you whole light up. You just like, that is what you love. That is what you're being invited into. That is what you're here to. Yes, it will generate money for you easily, but you're needing to leave behind anything that doesn't serve you. You're needing to leave behind, because swords is thoughts. Who cares if people think it's a cult? Who cares if people think it's all rubbish? Who cares if people think it's God's savior? It's okay, because people will judge either way. So if we can release the judgment of other people's opinions, then you get to release this, because on the bottom, after him, we've got victory. So if we can release this attachment or fear, because that's just the little fear that's showing up, then we have victory. Means this is you riding along, and it may not be because you need the money, but it's because it's that sense of fulfillment, that sense of purpose, that sense of, yes, I'm here to support others and myself along the way. And when we do that, I mean, gosh, we just keep getting better. And this is divine inspiration. So I'm feeling that call to that opportunity to teach, or to, yeah, you were saying that opportunity to teach and stuff. And it's like, yes, that's, you know, like, you can see my throat chakra was just lit up, right? There's this light shining up. This is you sharing your truth. This is you saying, yes, I want to step into that. I want to be supported. I want to support others, and I want to support this. Because what I feel is you're still gathering bits and pieces that you're wanting to share, because you will then be sharing your own
system.
Yeah, I was going to say your own division, but it's like gathering all that you've learned from those two and what you do, and then you'll have your own.
Yes.
Not to say you can't go back to oneness occasionally, or even for yourself to be supported, but you'll be creating your own, and that's what you'll be stepping into later this year. I feel that will be.
So I'm a little bit unclear. So I'm invited to go to do the 11-day course to be that is what I'm lined up to do. Is that right?
Yeah.
And also creating my own thing.
Yes.
Two of them.
Oh. Yes. Yeah.
So do both.
Do both. You can absolutely do it all. Absolutely. Because that beautiful energy of compassion that comes with that just elevates you on another level. It's not like you're taking this and feeling it and then using it for yourself, right? It's like you're just using all that you've learned and supporting yourself in the process along the way, because you love that calling. To be honest, you don't need it. You've got so much already within you. You don't need to go back and learn this next level, the server, right? The support. You've already got everything you need. But sometimes we like more because we love the evolution of learning and growth and support and development. But you already have everything within your power. You already have everything within you to step more into or create that new container, that new teaching of your own.
That I think that one is more for seva, for voluntary work to
Yes.
spread the golden age movement.
Right.
You know, I think it's a good thing. It's a gratitude to pay them forward, to pay them back.
You've done enough.
What you're saying is,
You
I don't need
to. You don't need to. Yes, there's this feeling, and this is what he's here for. There's this feeling of, I have to give back, or I have to support. You've done enough. You've been with them for what, 30 years? You've been with them for such a long time that you have already done enough. You have already shown support enough that you don't need to do this as well. But if you feel like, oh, I just love it and it's for my own pleasure and enjoyment, then you do it for that reason, not to give back anymore, because you've done enough. This is just for your own pleasure or escape or feeling like you need to do something, which is why he's showing up, right? He only shows up to go, oh, that's the guilt. That's the, maybe I need to do more. No, you've done plenty. You've done plenty.
You do have that. I'm watching Lucifer Morningstar from Netflix, which is the devil.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Okay, nice. Okay.
Every day, which is the devil. Funny, interesting. I'm watching it. So I hear what you say, but how can I get rid of that? I want to serve. I want to, as a thank you. I feel right to do it, but I get you. There was a guilt there as well. Like I should, otherwise um I'm stealing, like, or like I don't want this. I don't like, and I would be a bad person if they supported me, they gave me so many grace, and how could I not pay back? How could I? So, yeah, I hear you, but
Hmm.
this thing is coming up.
Yeah. And that's a very inbred, uh, conditioned point of view that we have had for generations. Certainly in Asian culture, certainly in the feminine. We have been conditioned that we have to continue to serve, that we have to give up everything to be of service to others. We have to put other people's needs in front of our own. We have been this subservient, uh, guilt-ridden being for so long. And your karma here today is to say, it's time to break the chains. It's time to release those chains of feeling guilt or I need to do more because you have provided for me. My old boss was such a guilt riding, like narcissistic. He was so good at being so subtle because he was very spiritual, but very good at having this underlying thing. But I've done all this for you and I've taught all this for you. You should be doing more for me for free. So we had to do more for free for him, but we would pay him at the same time. But he would still expect more than what we would give, or he would expect more in return. Very subtle, very dominant masculine energy. And not saying that this is what they're doing, but they've come to a point where they have this expectation because they know people will continue to give because of this reason. People that are in their spirituality will give of service and support and keep paying to do so. But it's time to go, thank you. I appreciate you. I have done enough for you just as you have done enough for me. There is no more debt to pay here. It has been repaid 1,000-fold. And no longer do I need to continue to play this debt out for generations to come. I can cut the karmic ties and say, thank you. It is now time for me to step into that level of power. I honor and appreciate and respect you. But this is my evolution because we don't want to keep these ties that bind. We want to break free. And this is what he's showing you. It's time to walk away. But that's done with love and respect. It doesn't have to be, never want to see you again. Like, it doesn't have to be harsh. It's this beautiful essence of energy of, I always appreciate, I always love you. This is me coming into my power, me coming into sharing my truths with humanity. What I just like his own children did, right? They broke off and created their own energy because they appreciate what's happening in the world today. Yes, there's this element of tradition and ceremony and standing is very beautiful and necessary for some, but there's a whole other evolution of neo where they need how to integrate ancient into real world. And then there's you that's going to be, okay, then how do I incorporate the feminine energy? And how do I incorporate like all this other magic and all this other learning and things that I have done and learned along the way and I'm receiving because it's not here. It's all coming from spirit, right? All coming from our ascended masters and our highest level self and source energy. And time for you to share that truth for the next growth or for the people that you will be attracting and serving and that are finding and desiring your energy to move forward. Yeah. We don't have to turn our back, but it's cutting any threads that are not serving you moving forward, that are holding you back, that are keeping you weighed down, the ball and chain. Then you'll feel that liberation energy. And the way we move through that, feeling stuck, feeling guilt, feeling fearful, it's like, I've done enough and I'm so, so grateful. And I'm reclaiming my power. I'm reclaiming my energy. And we are all have access to this in any one moment. We're no longer giving our power away to others, thinking that they're more than us, or they know more, or they do more. They just do it differently. And that's the evolution of us and how we teach others is like, you will gain your own wisdom in your own unique way. Let me just give you some parameters or a framework in which you can do this. And then that's you stepping into that power and you stepping into that. So they're no longer here and you're here. It's like, no, we're actually always been the same. We're just seeing it and feeling it and explaining it and sharing it differently. Watch your health change. Watch your empowerment change. Watch money flow to you with more divine ease and grace. The relationships in and around you will shift and change, because then you're releasing the guilt, releasing the attachment, releasing those binds that are just kind of keeping you in this energy of like control.
I hear definitely I must let go of those guilt and attachment.
Yeah.
But that's the devil, right?
Yeah.
In my heart, Sriyama Bhagawan, I make my inner Buddha. They are my divine inside, the anti-Yamin, so to speak. I I I I I I feel their presence. So I do have a calling to do this volunteer work, but I don't want to do it out of guilt. I want to do it out of love and respect. And then I don't know if this is, I pray that divine speak through you and guide me every steps for to be on the right path. My heart is saying, I want to get rid of this guilt and make a decision whether to do this or not. And from my heart, I do have some calling to do it. And then combine this to many things that I've learned and then just help many things that I learned, and including the things that they taught me. And I let people know that, of course, this is from them, and and if they want to go to whichever path, even their children go, this is their stream and this is their stream and this is what I do, and that my service will help you, and you can come and I'll happily serve you. And the tea is releasing the guilt and the attachment of that
Here's another way to look at attachment. Attachment, there is no love. Attachment is control. Attachment is fear. Attachment is like anger, frustration, guilt, shame, blame. Attachment is such a lower vibrational energy. Love releases all. So what we choose, and I'm sure this is very much a Tibetan Buddhist teaching, like attachment, non-attachment, detachment. We just want non-attachment. It's like I'm doing this from the space of my heart because it feels good. And I want to do this from a space of love, not because I feel guilty, not because I feel like I have to, not because I feel obligated. And if I don't, I'll be judged. It's like, no, I'm releasing that fear. So if you need to release the guilt, then release the attachment and come from that space of love. Release the resistance with divine love. Like, why am I feeling that guilt? Why am I feeling that shame? Why am I feeling the attachment? And is that serving me? Do I want to go out of a space of obligation? And who is that obligation for? And if anyone is pressuring you or making you feel obligated, then that is not love. And if anything, that oneness teaches is divine love. So then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to reclaim my power, hold my space, coming back to that space of love, releasing attachment. I want non-attachment, which means I'm not expecting an outcome. I'm not expecting or declaring or claiming an outcome or attachment or fear or guilt. I'm doing this for pure love and enjoyment, for the elevation of my soul and for what I can share with others.
Yes. Right.
I just felt all my attachments just dissolve in. Yeah. So do it from a space of love, just because it feels good, not because you have to. But there's no part of this that you need. They're making that very clear.
Sorry?
You don't need anything from this.
Which from what?
The going to do this
11, this voluntary.
Yeah.
Setting.
There's nothing there that you need. It's only from a space of you giving. You're not going to, what I'm getting a sense of, there's nothing new for you to learn. There's nothing new for you to do. It's purely for you to give. And there's always delicious reciprocity because they're holding the space. But I'm getting a sense that there's nothing new for you to learn in there. It's just for you to give.
For me to give, meaning?
It's a beautiful space of love for you to be of service where you, altruistic.
Okay. Yes, correct. It is indeed. There's a space to give. And yeah, so I think it's good to give.
It is good to give, and it's even more beautiful to receive. Balance. We want to give and receive.
Yeah. I think I can give and I can receive as well. So I think giving these will bring me back a lot of joy as well. And even more. And I guess I want to, from talking to you, want to release it, before as well. It just got stuck. And I think in the process of giving, I will, if the cute and attachment still there, it will definitely help me to dissolve it on the way as I learn and receive. I don't know what this 11 days causes, but I know it's to help humanity.
Yeah.
And personally, I think I enjoy my life, but it's really good. But I think it's kind of a waste of my life if I don't do something to help, to serve. It's like
you do so much by your presence. You're remembering that with all the work that you've done with oneness and all that you've shared in the past, that's in your energy field. So every time you just go throughout your day, cleaning, talking to people, shopping, that's already you being of service because your energy communicates that. Your field resonates that. So anyone who comes in your presence gets touched by that energy and their world already starts to shift, whether they're aware of it or not. So yes, you're desiring to give more because your soul's calling you. Your soul's saying, nudging you, come on, Susan, we've got a little bit more for you to do now. And you're feeling that. But then it's like, this is the balance we spoke about before. It's like finding that balance of, yes, okay, I want to be able to balance, still have my wonderful life of all my freedom and flexibility, serving my family, supporting my family, and maybe entering in that new element of serving humanity. So teaching a little bit more, but not losing anything along the way, because that's very important for you. So you're stepping into this with much more balance, support, love, ready. You're so ready for this now. And I feel this will unfold more so throughout the year. You had another question as well. The beginning.
In the beginning.
You've mentioned your health a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I find that sometimes I feel my brain is shrinking. I cannot remember very well. And cognitive functions is not as good as before. So I'm actually a little bit worried. And I cannot hear very well. I could hear, but I can see not as well as, and I cannot see very well. So also I think I might have osteoarthritis.
Okay.
And my knee, I cannot run. So I feel, oh my God, like
You can. You're still very young, and what I'm feeling is you're coming into that energy of leaving motherhood and stepping into the crone energy. So you're coming into that third energy. So for us women, we have the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And in between the mother and the crone, there's this beautiful energy of the wild woman, or the reclamation, or the enchantress, the maga. And what she is this is you coming into what Western society calls perimenopause. So slowly moving into menopause, where brain fog does come in. For women, our estrogen drops, our progesterone starts to or our hormones are starting to, and this is what I'm feeling for you. where you used to be sharp and on it and moving and then it's like, oh, hang on, this is this next evolution of your cycle of the feminine and needing to support yourself through this process of moving through menopause, right? And it's like, we don't throw the book away now and go, okay, my life's over, menopause is here, right? Because, that's how I'm feeling as well. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, it's like, this is this beautiful energy of, okay, now that I'm stepping into the Marga, the matrix, the beautiful woman who is no longer the mother, because I've done the motherhood. I still am a mother. By no means does that change, especially if your son's still young and needs you. It's like now it's my hormones that are shifting, which, our estrogen drops, so our tendons, our bone density changes. So finding yourself maybe a beautiful Chinese herbal medicine dude, or some, not hormone replacement therapy ideally, but some form of alternative health that will support you during this time. So then you get the clarity. The vision is only starting to lessen because you haven't had clarity on your future. So this will come back the moment you go, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know that that's what I want to do. I want to be able to teach. And then watch how that becomes much more clear for you. Or picking a direction, the eyesight clears up. It's like, yeah, I know that that's what I want to do. Because the more we say, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't see my future, then that clouds over. But it's like, no, my future's clear. My life is amazing. I can see exactly what I want to do and where I want to go. Even if we don't know the big picture yet, or even if we don't know the next step, because that will be revealed to you by spirit, God, universe, source, whatever you channel or whatever you allow to guide you, whatever that source energy is, that will clear. So what I feel for you is just going through that menopausal phase or starting to ease into it. It's like I just need to support myself through some hormone supplements or some, herbs and medicine, plant medicine, to be able to support me through this time. And then I feel that will be enough balance for you. I don't feel like I need to go full into it or anything. That's what I'm feeling. So as soon as you mentioned that at the beginning, I went, oh no, this is just perimenopause. You're fine. Just need that support, whether that's, ginseng and some black cohosh or some Chinese herbs, or even some traditional herbs and medicines, as well as the meditation. No, I'm reconnecting back in with my soul. This is the next phase of my cycle. This is just a beautiful time for me to transition, and I'm welcoming that energy in. And that will shift for you. Because we don't want to go back. We never want to go back. We always want to move forward. Because people go, I want to go back to being fit, strong, healthy. No. You want the feeling of fit, strong, healthy moving forward, because otherwise we're holding ourselves back. We're trying to, what that's like. You do NLP, you never want to go back. That's a flawed, conditioned way of thinking. We want to move forward with health, vitality, strength, mobility, movement, clarity, all of that yummy thing. Because then our brain's going forward. Yes, I can do forward. I know forward. Cool, I've got that.
Yes. Okay, I will check it out. TCM.
TCM's beautiful. Yeah.
And menopause herbs.
Yeah.
Much about that. Are there any, can you see what's in my future for the next 6 months?
I see joy, dancing, fulfillment. There's going to be, I feel like there's celebration. I'm getting a sense of, I'm seeing something to be celebrated. So something's happening in September that you're celebrating. I feel that there's a celebration energy. It's including your husband. So that could be an anniversary or some big work thing that happens for you. But there's this beautiful energy of celebration around September. I feel like you're going on another family holiday. It might just be a short trip, but I see a week away. This is the next 6 months until Christmas, right? So I'm seeing another week away, somewhere where I am seeing a plane trip and a car trip. So I am seeing like a holiday, just a week away somewhere. It feels like it's going to be more spontaneous than like, okay, well, let's go away in Christmas. It's like, no, it feels like I've got a couple of weeks off. Why don't we go away for a week? Yeah, that's coming in for you. There's going to be a lot more celebration. I do see a little bit of heartbreak. So I am getting a sense of parental stuff happening. Of course, that's just, when parents age, there's always that beautiful thank you. I want to release you with love, but my human misses you. So I do see that I do feel like there's going to be a big transition family wise this year. So that's been pending for a long time. But, and yes, your energy has been carrying him for a long time for your dad, but I do feel like he's done. He's exhausted. He's holding on for you. He's holding on for his family. Not out of pure persistence. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do for him?
Isn't that funny? I feel like I've said this to you before. It could just be that beautiful energy of, I love you, I thank you, I care for you, and I feel this gratitude. What he needs from you right now is just so much gratitude for him providing for you for so long. Him being the father. He needs to go out feeling like he's still the warrior, still the father, not the broken man in a hospital bed.
Yes.
Right? And once he's reclaimed that energy, I feel it's like, yeah. Because at the moment he's trying to hold on to that, and he's feeling obviously broken and unrepaired. It's like reminding him of, you're already perfect and whole, and you've had a beautiful, fulfilled life, and you're returning to this back into spirit. You're returning to the wholeness of who you are. You're returning to remember your divinity. And I feel that re-strengthening him rather than giving him a new burst of life and lasting another year or two. I feel like that would be great. I've reclaimed my sovereignty. I've reclaimed why I was here on earth. I remembered all the good things that I've done on this earth, because he's forgotten. He's forgotten that he was the warrior. He's forgotten that he's the father. All he can think of right now is the broken man, and he can't leave like that. Okay. That's all he needs right now. Remembering of all the beautiful things he's done whilst he was alive, supporting you, supporting his family, supporting his wife, all of that stuff. Remember the times you were such a warrior at work, or those things. Remember when we used to go do little trips to whatever, like those memories of the two or the family stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. That's who you are. That's the man you are. This is just you choosing now to rest. Finally, you're getting to rest.
Yes, I remember you mentioned that. We did that, but I think we forgot.
Yeah, because then he's still here, right? And then you're like, oh shit, it's heavy again.
Yeah. So I will take this and share with my family, and he will remember I'm going back soon again.
You'll be going back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. So in conclusion, if I continue from in my heart, like this voluntary thing, if my is there any tips? Is my guilt gone?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
If I follow my heart, like to do these 11 days, if it is something that the divine want me to do, I do it and continue learning and growing and sharing what I know with other people. That's the right path, right?
It is one pathway. Yes. Yeah, it is one pathway. If you choose to do this 11 days, it'll be beautiful. It will feel delicious. It will feel loving, and it will feel lovely. And yes, you will continue on from there. It will not hinder you at any part. Do you need to? No. But will you feel guilty if you don't go? I think there's still a little bit of you that says yes. So go, enjoy, receive, give. If anything, it will make you feel more loved and connected. But I also get a sense of, now I'm seeing clarity. When you go, you'll be like, I'm done with this now. I'm ready to step into doing this for myself. So I feel like it'll also help you get clarity on comfortable to step into your own power, which is a great thing. If that's what you need to give you that little push to go, I am complete here. I've done all that I can. That's what I feel will also give you.
Okay. The purpose of doing this is to serve them, even serve the humanity even more.
Yeah.
Like spreading Ama Bhagwan.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Is there any last parting words you want to say for the next phase? I think I'll see you again soon, maybe September or December, but
Beautiful.
before then.
Step into your power. Like this is you becoming, this is you honoring this who you are, and not from a space of guilt, but you've done so much up to this point, and you've done for others so much into this point. Now it's time for you to lead from you. Lead trusting that you have the wisdom, the connection, the knowledge, the truth, that you can be this divine channel, just like they were and they taught you. Now it's time for you to receive direct and teach. So this is you now being the conduit. This is you now being ready. And this is what you're stepping into this year. And if you need support, this is what I also help women do. Teach them how to step into this power, this connection, and how to package it for the strategic side of things. So we do the business, the energy, the frequency, and the strategy of how do I share my truth? How do I package that up? How do I sell that so that I can be this embodied oracle, this embodied beautiful energy for people to tune into, so that I can speak and I can teach and I can share and awaken and support humanity. That's what you're ready for. You're ready to step into that. Go lead, my love, and lead from your heart. Lead from your heart.
Okay. Okay.
You're so ready. It's been a pleasure connecting with you. So thank you for reaching out again. And it's been gorgeous. Yeah. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. I know the first time I see you in the market, I have to come and see this lady.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I'll see you again. Oh, will you be running the
Yes.
yeah.
The next one I'm actually doing is Friday the 13th. So next Friday night, I'm doing a circle. So I'll send you some information on that. And then the next abundance one will be in a couple of weeks after that. Yeah.
That's a 1 month thing, is it?
Yeah, I'll start running them monthly whilst I have the time. So it depends on my schedule. But yeah, I'll be running them hopefully monthly, because that's me just loving to share. Yeah.
Friday the 13th, do you remember what time?
It's 7 p.m. my time. Yeah.
7 p.m.
7. I think we're only a couple of hours. Oh, you said you're 8:30. 3. Yeah, we're 3 hours difference.
Yeah, right. New South Wales.
Brisbane. It's the same time at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're 3 hours different at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll send you that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
so
I'll send you the link to this recording once it's complete.
Okay. Then I can put in my diary. If I don't have any event, I would love to talk to you. Yes. Thank you so much for your insight and your time and your energy and extending this to me. Once again, I thank you. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, beautiful.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Bye.